Colts hosting the Raiders, and the Colts are 3.5-point favorites. The over-under is at 42.5. The Raiders are plus 162 on the money line, and the Colts are minus 194. Now, these are the overnight odds. They're going to change the closer we get to kickoff tomorrow. The head-to-head, the Colts are 6-3 against the Raiders in their last 9 meetings. The road team's on a 5-game winning streak. The road team is 7-2. The underdog is 5-4 against the spread. The underdog has won the last 2 games they've played against each other. The favorite is 6-3 on the money line. The over at 42.5 is 7-2. If you got it at 43.5, it was actually 6-4. So for people who were betting the under, this kind of worked to your advantage if you wanted to bet the over in this game. Now, as far as seeding is concerned, because, we're all about that right now, this game means more to the Colts than it does to the Raiders. But if the Raiders beat them, they finish with the same record. There's a lot would need to happen for the Raiders to get into the playoffs, but they'd probably be in the right direction if they beat the Colts in this game. Now, the Raiders are on a 2-game winning streak. They are 5-5 in their last 10, 6-3-1 against the spread, and the under is 7-3 in those games. There was a total of 48 points, then 3 points, then 84 points, and then 34 points. They scored 17 points in a 14-point loss to the Chiefs. They were shut out in a 3-point loss against the Vikings. They scored 63 points in a 42-point win over the Chargers. And then they scored 20 points in a 6-point win over the Chiefs on Christmas. For the Colts, they are 5-5 in their last 10, 6-4 against the spread, and the over is 7-3 in those games. They are 2-2 in their last 4. 59, 48, 43, and then 39 points. They scored 31 points in a 3-point win over the Titans, 14 points in a 20-point loss to the Bengals, 30 points in a 20-point win over the Steelers, then 10 points in a 19-point loss to the Falcons. The Raiders have been playing well. They're rallying around Antonio Pierce. The defense looks great. The defense looks ferocious. And if the defense can do that to Patrick Mahomes, I understand that Mahomes' receivers aren't the greatest. I imagine that the Raiders' defense will be able to do that to the Colts. Granted, the Colts have more of a ground game, so this should be a little bit more of a competitive balance kind of game. But I'm going to take the Raiders on the money line. I'm going to take the Raiders getting the points, and I'm going to go over. And for my Raiders fans, this is probably the first push towards the playoffs that you can get. And if the Chiefs somehow find a way to lose out, the Raiders could end up in the playoffs and win the division, as wild as that may seem. These are just my picks. If you disagree, please go with your gut, and please bet responsibly.